Stop. Do you see that? Oh yeah. This is, yeah.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here. Boop.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. Today's video, we are thrifting for the indie sleaze aesthetic. As a pushback against the clean girl, quiet luxury, the color of the year being white, we are getting messy, we're getting maximalist, and we're looking for escapism. Now, this isn't the first time that the indie sleaze aesthetic has been pushed out as having a resurgence. We got it kind of in 2021 when talking about the twee fashion aesthetic. I think I had also seen some articles from 2022. Obviously, Brat Summer, very Charlie XCX, the Dare. I saw so many articles at that time saying indie sleaze is back. And actually, a lot of British fashion content creators I follow have been dressing in the indie sleaze aesthetic and have been actively talking about it, thrifting for that type of style, probably for the past like year or two, but it hasn't been as like a mainstream resurgence, I think, at least in the US, until potentially now. From the most recent New York Fashion Week, the brand Seven for All Mankind, their entire runway show was literally indie sleaze aesthetic to a T. Think Jenny Humphrey. This is such a perfect style trend to thrift. A lot of the elements within the style was very thrifty, vintage, DIY, and so I want to see if I can potentially put together at least one outfit from things I thrift today, maybe two. I just don't want to go overboard because I wouldn't say this is exactly my style, but there's elements within it. Maybe it's nostalgia from when it was a trend in like 2010. I was in high school. I didn't really follow the indie sleaze aesthetic. I kind of missed it and then got into the 2014 Tumblr soft grunge. I was still in my like scene queen wannabe era. Fashion-wise, indie sleaze was all about the messy party nightlife. Effortless in a messy way, it didn't skip on glitter, neon, metallics, or extravagant layering of chain necklaces, plastic party accessories. Smudge mascara was paired with messy hair streaked with pops of color and side-swept bangs, completed by nails with cracked polish. The fashion usually consisted of fur jackets, fishnets / distressed tights, DIY cut t-shirts, lace, skinny jeans, stripes, leopard print, fringe, metallic. It had a lot of 80s and 90s elements like high-rise distress shorts. So yeah, that is what I have on my mind going into the thrift store today. Can we recreate a full indie sleaze aesthetic outfit? I have my fingers crossed. I'm starting out in the jackets because I would love to find a leopard print faux fur coat. I'm so gutted. I used to have one, and it's one of those things that really does go in and out of style, but I think it is kind of a classic and something I could make work with my style. Real quick though, this totally reminds me of indie sleaze. I may have to try this on top of what I'm wearing. I am still slightly hobbling a bit with my toe, but I can move around a lot better than I could 2 weeks ago when I got the partial toenail removal from my infected ingrown toenail. I know, gross, but I'm still slightly walking a little bit slower than I usually do. I am naturally quite a fast walker, and I recently went to Disneyland with my friend Carrie and Evelyn, and it was so difficult to get used to how slow I have to be right now because I still can't put like a lot of pressure on my toe. The fast walker in me wants to zoom around. Oh, this is really pretty. It's like an ice blue suede. Not what we are looking for. Technically a like, what's this called? Like a motorcycle? Yeah, motorcycle style jacket could be part of the aesthetic as well, but I feel like I have enough black jackets that I really want to see if I can find the other, but a lot of good ones, honestly. Like even this one, I think all of these are faux leather though. This Guess one would be perfect. It has almost like studs on the side. Studs were so big. Even this grommet one, if it wasn't faux leather, probably would get it for this style. Oh,
Who Are You? It is a short sleeve faux fur, originally from Forever 21. I don't know about a short sleeve one. It's a maybe. We'll put it in the cart. No, because it has the knit in the back. This one's real leather, but I think I'm good to leave that. I am seeing maybe some fuzzy jackets on the other side, so let's go over there. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, not part of the trend, but look at this. With the hood. Wait, I don't know if I like the color though. Okay, obviously I'm gonna get distracted. It is what it is. Let me just put this in my cart. Definitely the style jacket does feel indie sleeves, especially being more lightweight. Like I remember owning jackets like that, which I could do one of the green ones because I think that's definitely part of it, but I don't think I like them enough to where I would wear it outside of this video. But I mean, this would be perfect. This army print. I may try it on. If you watch the last thrift with me I uploaded a couple of weeks ago, when I came to this thrift store, there were a bunch of storybook knits, and there's another one, this brown one. So fabulous and in amazing condition. Like the trim and details, the sequins, not like damaged whatsoever. That's amazing. Not something I think I would really wear, so I want to leave it, but whoever is donating those storybook knits, like, you are giving us gems. This kind of has almost like an 80s silhouette, so it could kind of be perfect. And then especially with the studs, I just don't know. Oh, this would actually maybe be perfect. It says it's a small, it is a romper, which I'm not in love with like rompers and jumpsuits, but it kind of looks like a skirt at the bottom. I don't think I can try this on top of my overalls, which I won't be able to see the exact fit, but if it did fit, this would be so perfect with some tights. I'm not sure what the styling element of whatever I do end up thrifting, how I'm able to style it because of my whole toe thing and certain shoes I can and can't wear. Even my Skechers, like, it's kind of pressing down on my toe, but I do want to style these and like do a little makeover. So maybe I'll do it where one of like my left foot, that's fine, I wear my boots, and then you just have to like disregard my right foot. I don't know. To be determined how the actual makeover ends up going. Oh, what are you? No, not that silhouette. Definitely some sequins, but this is a little bit too dressy. I went over to the necklaces and there's nothing really there that I don't already have that I feel like I could execute into an outfit. I did pick up one necklace that's a maybe that I'll show because it could be really perfect, but it definitely is indie sleaze. If this was a darker stripe, I think this would work because the high-low, this was also kind of the start of the high-low. There's always so much velvet here. This isn't my size, but oh my goodness. It's this dark purple velvet. Oh, I'm so sad it's not my size. I love this color. It's such a deep purple that I don't even think you can even see it. Unrelated, but I just found a lace-made dress. Oh, you are pretty. The tags still attach. I think this is because I've heard kind of mixed reviews on lace made, and I think because this one is cotton, it's probably one of the best made ones I've seen. Okay, I may just have to put this in my cart. When am I gonna wear this? I don't know. What if I don't know. Stop. Do you see that? Oh yeah. This is, yeah. I feel like these types of dresses, from what I can remember, I used to wear a lot, and then with tights and like combat boots, and then just like a lot of necklaces. I may put that in my cart. My Michelle velvet. This Savers always has so much velvet. Please, somebody come over here and buy that. This could be perfect. Cosmic Aura. I mean, it's 100% acrylic, which I personally hate, but so perfect for this style. So I may just put it in my cart for right now. I think we're good in the dresses. I want to go over to the skirts to see if I can either find like mini skirts or high-low skirts or like lace skirts. Also plaid skirts were quite big. It was like right at the beginning of the American Apparel like craze. Again, that then kind of transitioned into that Tumblr soft grunge. Oh, this is so pretty. Not my size. Like this could work from Robin Nikki. I wish it was, I mean, I don't know about the blue. I'll put it in my cart. I do feel like really like loose vests were quite big. I have enough vests to style at home. Don't think I'm finding really any, I mean, these, holy moly. These would be like underwear on me, but this is almost kind of the vibe. Let's go to the t-shirts, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm truly putting that off because I just really don't want to go through the t-shirts because of just the effort and everything that you have to go through, but I think that's the best place to go next, and then we'll go to the shorts. I feel like this is when kind of the weird graphic sayings on t-shirts started, where it's like espresso depresso or insert coffee to begin or rosé all day, like that type of saying. This does feel very 2010s, and that has like the sequence. Put that in there. I'm contemplating getting like one of the plain t-shirts and then just like doing like an off the shoulder. I may do that with the tie-dye dress because I feel like I would probably more wear it for the style as a t-shirt and just like do an off the shoulder. That way then it has like the DIY in back still. Ooh, this slouchy sweater. What material are you? 65% acrylic? No, but definitely the style. I'm looking for the shorts now, but I actually don't see them. At my thrift stores, they always leave the shorts out, even during like winter, because of Southern California, but I cannot find them anywhere. So they may not have them out yet, which is surprising because it's actually going to be 91 degrees today. I didn't film it, but I went through the rest of the store, cannot find any shorts, so they just, yeah, may not have them out right now. It's the end of February, so maybe like mid-March they'll change things over. At particularly the Savers, I know sometimes each one does it differently and different thrift stores do it different. They don't have that many cardigans out, which that's usually when they start transitioning out the like winter cold weather clothing. First, I want to try on this faux fur short sleeve little coat. Another customer passed by my cart and was like, that is so cute. So I honestly am being slightly influenced by them and feeling that hype for them really liking it. I don't love that the collar keeps standing up. I don't think it's supposed to be folded down. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be up, which I'm not obsessed with that, but definitely the style, like vibe I was looking for. I don't know. I had really wanted to find some sort of like really big, oversized, slouchy bag, maybe with fringe, but there were a lot of smaller bags or more structured bags, and this was the only kind of like flexible and slouchy bag I could find. Definitely the color that I would be looking for. The only thing is it's definitely a faux leather, and I can just see this peeling so fast, but definitely the idea is there. I do go through waves of really liking flannels and then not wearing them ever and then like saying goodbye to them. And so if I buy a flannel today, I am keeping it forever because I am just so annoyed at myself of getting rid of them and then wanting them again, and like I could have just kept the ones that I had. I used to wear in high school my grandpa's flannels because his were
They were pretty cool. I don't know if they're in my mom's garage. Next time I go back home, I'm definitely gonna look because his were so iconic and I would keep those forever because they have the sentimental value. But with this one, it honestly is so comfortable. Even with what I'm wearing, I think it could work. So I think this is definitely something I'm gonna thrift and wear just in general, but especially with aesthetic, a loose flannel is like, that is top tier needed. As much as I want to get this sweater because with the skulls, it's so perfect, I just know I'm never gonna really wear it. It does have some distressing, like purposeful, like intentional distressing on it too. I don't know if you'll be able to see, I'll up the exposure so you can see. So that's also kind of making me want it because it is so perfect, but I think I'm okay. At least something like this I could wear again, and I see this under the flannel and maybe like cutting it up a little bit more. That's kind of more wearable than the skull sweater, even though it's so perfect. Oh, I'm still kind of indecisive, but I think I definitely am gonna take this though. Yeah, this is so perfect. 2010s indie sleeves, and just like 2010s in general. Everyone and their moms owned a jacket like this. I think for me, wearing outside of this video, compared to the tie-dye, I think I would wear the tie-dye more than this one. I am definitely buying this. It is kind of like a baby doll dress. It says it's an extra small, but these types of dresses were kind of meant to be quite loose and almost kind of oversized, so I think it would still fit me quite loose. And yeah, with black tights, or I think I have some fishnets. Since there were no shorts, I'm contemplating just thrifting some jeans and then cutting them into shorts. I'll have to check the measurement on this, but I think the color of this and everything is perfect, and then just distress, and I would definitely wear that again. So this one's a maybe. It's originally from Elements. It looks like a really nice rigid denim as well. I was thinking about this sequins skirt, but now that I'm here, I think I'm personally okay for the Indie Sleaze outfit I'm gonna be making. Wait, I totally forgot about this. Okay, I may have to try it on top of what I'm wearing. It's gonna look so hideous, but I'll insert a clip just on my phone because I really need to figure out if it does fit. Because if it does, I feel like this would also be perfect. Oh, I do also have this dress. I totally forgot. I think this is just such a great find. And if you were, again, looking for a perfect Indie Sleaze piece, yeah, here it is. Even the material of this is so perfect. I honestly could make this a tank top, actually. Many thoughts. I'm gonna have to go to the mirror and make my final decision because I could honestly thrift it all and create something so fun. And I love playing dress up. Oh, let me show you the necklace that I don't know if I'm gonna get. I feel like I should get it because it is so perfect, and at least this is a necklace versus a clothing piece that would be easy to store and potentially whip out anytime I need something like this. Like, that's kind of perfect. I will see you in a sec after I check out. I ended up spending another hour going through the men's t-shirts because as much as I like the tie-dye one, I wanted to see if I could find something with a graphic and then cut it up myself. This pirate one was a potential. If the Obi one wasn't such bad quality, I would have grabbed it. The Misa Amani could have worked, but the fit was off. This motorcycle one was probably the best loose fit one I found that day, and the neckline was already a little distressed. And lastly, this bedazzled shoulder one had a cool element, but felt too boring. Now, just for some random things I found not related to the aesthetic, this flame top that I was too indecisive to buy, so I left it. This citrus top, like, come on, so cute. This vintage A Buyer slinky dress was sadly too small. Adorable little coat with big buttons. I just got the citrus top, so I checked out and then decided to quickly stop at Crossroads just to see if they had any faux fur jackets, which I was so gutted. This vest was the only one and it was too small. I did find authentic American Apparel micro shorts that, yes, I did try on over my overalls. Taking off my sneakers is like a whole ordeal with my toe, okay? But even though it would have been perfect for the video, I just knew I'd never wear them again. And I ended up finding a different pair of shorts that were from Levi's and they were distressed and just worked so much better. It is the next day and I am already in my Indie Sleaze makeover look. I just figured it would be easier to already have the items on and then talk through them within the outfit versus filming separately, me going through every single item, because you really don't get the full vision with it not being on the body. So this first outfit, hey, yeah, I do only have one boot on because, again, my toe, so it's looking a little bit weird, but just imagine. One thing I didn't realize about Indie Sleaze is how it's a lot more like rock glam kind of grungy versus when I think of 2016 Coachella, where it has some of the elements from Indie Sleaze, but way more in a boho way. And then with 2014 Tumblr Soft Grunge, it has kind of the darker tones of Indie Sleaze, but in a very like peeled back, almost minimalism way. And I mean, Indie Sleaze obviously came before all of those and is then inspired, like I said, by 80s and 90s. So it's not even necessarily fully original. Like everything has been inspired by different times in fashion. I think the bones of Indie Sleaze really influenced then the trends that happened later in the 2010s. And when I was rewatching my thrifting 2014 Tumblr Soft Grunge video that I made in 2022, a lot of the outfits that I wore in that video are really similar to this outfit and my next outfit and Indie Sleaze in general. Okay, let's break down the outfit. First, I have these Levi's denim cutoff shorts. Originally, like I had said at the thrift store, I was gonna thrift a pair of jeans and then just cut them myself. But then when I went to Crossroads, I saw these, I tried them on, and I was like, oh, actually, this is exactly how I was gonna cut those jeans. I then have this grommet belt that I already had. The t-shirt has a motorcycle on it, and it was already kind of distressed, and then I distressed it more with the back. I think I probably could add more, like all the way down. And I also feel like I maybe did them a little bit too close together, but that's Indie Sleaze. It's DIY, it's messy, it's not perfect. And I do think it really adds to the overall look. And then I just have a lace bralette under, which is poking out right there. I wasn't able to find a slouchy, oversized bag, but I think my patchwork black bag totally works for it as well. I feel really cool. I don't know if I look cool, but I feel cool. Just imagine the tights are fishnets. I seem to have misplaced my fishnet tights, and I mean, the sheer tights obviously work with the look, but I wanted to have a different pair of tights so they weren't the same tights in both of the outfits, but you know, we're rolling with the punches. This dress I basically owned in 2013. I had made a lookbook on my YouTube channel that is obviously now in private, and I'm wearing this like baby doll style black dress. Very different than how I styled it back then, but just shows how accurate. I mean, 2013 could have still been Indie Sleaze, but I think I was getting more inspired by Tumblr Soft Grunge at the time. I have the necklace. Something I also noticed with Indie Sleaze is it mixes metals a lot, like in such an effortless, cool girl type of grungy way. And I'm gonna be really interested to see how I style this necklace moving forward with my style, because I want to try, because it is quite outside of my comfort zone. Like, I will definitely rewear, honestly, this dress and the flannel, which the flannel is fantastic. I'm so happy I thrifted it. It's so incredibly comfortable and something I'm going to continue to wear after this. This outfit and the last outfit, I totally could wear to an Indie Sleaze themed party and everyone would clock it. Alrighty, I had so much fun, like more fun than I think I thought I was going to, not only in obviously doing the transformation, but thrifting for the items, even creating a Pinterest board. With revisiting these old aesthetics, it's made me realize how much I have still held onto, obviously styled in a very different way than the 2010s or the mid 2000s with scene queen outfits, but there's little nuggets that have stayed within my fashion appreciation and style, and with doing these types of videos makes me fall back in love and also want to implement more of those styles again, because that is what style is. It is a mashup of all of your past styles, your childhood, your inspirations, your influences, your current style, modern fashion. Like, I just am having so much fun with my style right now, and I think looking back has really helped me embrace parts of my style that I probably wouldn't have with current fashion. And yeah, let me know what you think about the indie sleaze style. Were you a fan of this when it originally was trending? Were you too young? Were you too old? I feel like I have a really like range of age groups of people that follow me. For people that maybe were too young, they're able to revisit a style that maybe they looked up to and they weren't able to fully implement, and now they get to and have fun with it. If you do like thrifting and secondhand fashion, then make sure to subscribe right down below. Also follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!